It gets a bit. It's an omnivore, so it eats both.
Pardon me?
It's omnivore, so it eats a little bit of meat. It's got the vegetable side of it as well.
Yeah, so it's important that you get your dog vegan dog food from now on, and you can just Google it and you can order it, and that way you will not be hurting any animals going forward. Okay? Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a teaching assistant over here. Hi, everybody here. The sound, you know what happened? I lost the sound in my video because somebody called me. Apparently that happens. If somebody phones me, then the sound just disappears. It's just really frustrating because I thought I put all my buttons that say do not disturb, but it was actually my husband just calling me. So it's like I had to restart. Okay, guys, but thanks a lot for being here now. Thank you for, I'm back here restarting the live. Thanks. I'm glad you can see me. Okay, great. Be vegan. Yes, says Turtle. Yes, good job. Plants don't feel pain. Thank you guys for letting me and everybody know that. I already know that, but thanks for eat cherries. Thank you. Who wrote that? Oh, Daniel's here writing the vegan foods. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah, Daniel, I was just live just a few minutes ago and the phone rang and then apparently I was muted and I didn't even realize it. But anyway, let's see what else we have here. Somebody's writing Diddy. I'm not sure why you're writing that. What does that stand for? Not that I know of anything. Let's keep going. Blind Banana is here, ready to read a card. You guys on YouTube, if you want to communicate, you put a super chat in, which helps out the channel. And also it's a way for me to read what you are writing. This person who just wrote that they want me to shut up, well, that's no problem. I will now mute you forever. So now I will never, ever read your comment again, and nobody else will either. All right, let's go to our next caller, who is you. You're the teaching assistant. We're still reading questions about vegan dogs. Are you ready to read?
I can only read Braille.
Okay, sorry. Bye. Let's go to the next person. Remember that when you come in, you have to be able to read to be a teaching assistant. So we are reading now questions about vegan dogs.
Yes, it is.
Here you go. Hello. Here is your question. Question 285.
Questions about vegan dogs. Question 285. What would happen if everyone started feeding their dogs a vegan diet? Answer. Billions of innocent animals would be saved from being kidnapped, raped, tortured, and murdered. If everyone started to live a vegan life and included their animal companions on this path, do you have a dog? If so, order vegan dog food today.
All right. Yeah, if you have a vegan dog, or
I just fed my dog some vegan dog food.
Okay, very good. Did you order it, or what did you give your dog to eat?
Found some of the stuff that you use.
All right, amazing. Hey, can you hold on just 1 second? I just have a super chat that I'm just going to read right now. This person's name is Animal Abusers Total Losers. That sounds like a pretty good channel. That would be worth following. Let's read what this is. Oh, this is Australian donation. So you are from Australia. The person writes, Allah is vegan and you must be too. Okay? All animals are equal and are not food. Exactly. Animals are friends, not food. Very good. They're not food, commodities, or slaves. Very good comment. If you're a kind person, then you must be vegan. 100%. All kind people must be vegan. All right, I'm just trying to look here at what's going on here. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can refresh here on my page. Oh, here we go. Okay, so thank you very much for the decoration of the paper, whatever that was. Thank you, some sort of decoration. So your name starts with an N. What is your name?
Nigel.
Okay, Nigel, from now on, I want you to change your name to Nigel so I can refer to you rather than just N, okay? When you come into the classroom, it's important that you have some kind of a normal name. Nigel, are you vegan yet?
Yes.
Okay, what made you decide to be vegan, Nigel?
The abuse with the animal industry.
Okay, that's a great reason. Thank you very much. We were looking at this flag before. This is a freedom flag. Would you like to help us to find some vegan foods that pertain to this? For example, we did red, orange, and yellow. We talked already about raspberries and strawberries and tomatoes and apples. And then on the orange part, oh, thank you very much for the hearts. Thanks very much for the big pink heart. We talked about oranges, we talked about pumpkins, and we talked about lemons and bananas. Now we're onto the color green. Oh, one sec. Animal abuser, total loser. I'm just pressing like on your comment, and thank you so much for the donation and for communicating with me. All right, so we are on to green. Can you name some vegan foods that are green?
Zucchini.
Awesome. All right, my turn. Kale.
Cucumber.
Spinach.
Oh, what did you say? You said kale. Rocket.
What did you say?
Oh, hang on. I think that's the language difference.
Oh, what did you call it?
We call it rocket.
Oh, okay.
Type of
Arugula.
lettuce.
Arugula.
Oh, okay.
I'll say arugula.
Okay, that's
What else?
cilantro. I think that's what he's called.
Yeah,
Cool.
cilantro. Okay, green peppers. You want to know something interesting? Look at all these these four colors actually. There's red peppers, orange peppers, there are yellow peppers, and there are green peppers. And now we are into color number, it's not a number, color blue. Can you think of any vegan foods that are blue?
See, I think of blueberries.
That's right. And you know, that's really pretty much the only one. And you know what's weird is it's not even really blue. They're actually purple if you really look at them. Let's look at the color purple though. Can you name some vegan foods that are purple? Well, thank you, by the way, for this. Thank you to Livy for the 79-cent euro donation. Thanks very much for supporting the channel.
We got purple eggplants.
Good. Eggplants are purple on the outside. Purple grapes.
Plums.
Plums, yes, good job. Okay, somebody named Christy here has written this comment here about meat. So Christy, you are also banned for life. You will never be able to communicate here again. You'll be able to write a comment, but nobody will ever see it except you. I will never see it. The only way for you to ever come back to participate in the discussion is for you to restart a brand new YouTube account. So that goes for a warning for you guys. Okay, I know you think it's fun to spam all these mean things, but after a while you'll be like, wait, why is nobody pressing like on my comment? And you'll clue in that nobody can see them except for you. Okay, so just try to write something kind instead. Like this person writes lettuce. Yeah, lettuce, purple lettuce. Okay, good. All right, let's go over here now to the brown part of the flag and let's start to name vegan foods. I'll start with mushrooms. What do you guys have? You can look in your comments, by the way, here on TikTok, and I'll look over here on YouTube to see what they're writing. What's that?
Wait.
Do you see it?
I was thinking more potato.
Potatoes, good. They're brown on the outside. Even kiwis are brown on the outside, but they also go on the green color. Thank you for the confetti to the person who just decorated, and also thank you for the little roses, guys. All of your little decorations cheer up the live stream here on TikTok. And also, don't forget to keep double tapping with your fingers like this, guys. Double tap all the time, because that also helps to bring people here to learn about veganism. Brown, yeah. Let's start doing all the different nuts. Can you name some nuts?
Almonds.
Okay, walnuts.
Cashews.
Good. Hazelnuts. Thank you, Party Banan. Somebody who wrote, animals were made by God for us to protect. Thank you so much for being so kind and really understanding God's message. Excellent. All right. What were we saying? I'll think of another one here. Macadamia nuts. There's one that starts with a letter B. B, R, A, Z. Can you think of it?
Yeah, I'm thinking of it.
Let's see. Read your comments. They're going to help you. Who knows it? Somebody's got it over here on YouTube. Somebody's got it. Somebody named Absolute Roblox got it. Different kind of nut that starts with the letter B-R-A. Oh, another person on YouTube got it. Who is this? Somebody named Ride V Vibe Vids or something like that. All right. Nobody on TikTok got it yet? Come on, guys. Yes, somebody got it. Somebody number 29 got it. Good. Also, Starleash got it. And Kayla got it.
Oh, thank you. Brazilian nuts.
Brazil nuts, exactly. All right, well, we're going to get back to our liberation flag, our freedom flag, in a little while. But before we do, I'm going to go to the next person who's going to be a teaching assistant, okay?
I have a question.
Oh, okay.
All right. In order to achieve world peace and homelessness and have no war, would you eat a piece of meat?
Here's a better question. Since you can obviously save lives yourself by not eating anyone, why aren't you vegan yet? That's a better question, right? So you think about that, and after you think about that, and after you become vegan and stop exploiting animals, then we can talk about all your crazy hypotheticals, okay? All right, let's go to the next person here. Somebody's name is B, and they have a butterfly. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Are you ready to read some?
Thank you.
You ready to read some facts?
Sure. Why not?
Okay, so we're now finished. We finished reading our cards about vegan dogs. There were 5 in the series. We talked about what would happen if everyone started feeding their dogs a vegan diet, how great that would be. We talked about what vegan dog food looks like, and we talked about the research by Dr. Knight regarding the vegan dogs. Then we also talked about how we know if we can believe the research and how it has to be peer reviewed. And also we talked about how vegan dogs can thrive. So now we're on to a new series of cards. These are another 5 cards. These are based on all the different kinds of questions that people have asked me. And the first, this here series is about questions about accidental harvesting deaths. You ready to read?
Okay. Yeah.
All right, so YouTube, thanks a lot for participating. Thanks everybody for writing. Oh, somebody wrote they love cows. That's great. And plants are protein. Plants have protein, very good. All right, thanks everyone. All right, so you ready to read? Here is your card, but before you do, let's check out how many likes we have.
26.9K.
What do you tell everybody to do?
Double tap on the live.
Because they're going to encourage
help
you. Encourage you. You're the teaching assistant. All right.
My bad.
Okay. All right, here we go. Please read the whole card.
Questions about accidental harvesting death. Question 286. My dad uses harvesting deaths as an excuse to eat animals. What should I say to him? Do I read the answer as well?
Yes.
Answer, tell him that eating animals causes way more deaths because growing feed for livestock requires far more land than crops, causing exponentially more harm to wildlife than a vegan diet does.
Right. Okay. Thank you very much for reading that card. How do you feel about
That's
what you
okay.
just read?
Very, very motivated.
Awesome. Very good. So, are you vegan yet?
I'm trying to become it. We don't really eat much meat at all.
So veganism is not just about meat. Veganism is a justice movement, and you should be vegan, not just vegetarian. Because when you're vegetarian, which you're saying you don't eat much meat, but you're still drinking cow's milk and you're still stealing the eggs from chickens, it's very bad for the environment, very bad for the planet, and of course devastating for the animals. So I want you to be fully vegan, and we're going to pick a vegan declaration day for you. All right, so I want you to start.
For me?
Yeah, for you. You see, my vegan declaration day was, can you read it?
June 27, 2016.
Right. That was the day I decided to be vegan and stop hurting all animals, not stealing from them either. So let's pick a day for you. When do you think that you would be ready to make that decision? So that means you will start to phase out all of the things that you're eating, but starting to put in delicious vegan recipes, especially things with beans, lentils and chickpeas and tofu. What do you think?
I've actually never heard of tofu, I'm going to be honest with you.
You've never heard of tofu? Wow.
No, I haven't. Not over here.
Are you,
We
where?
probably have it, I just don't hear about it much.
Oh, interesting. That's really interesting. Well, tofu is actually just like, it looks like a white sponge. And if you try to eat it just like that, it tastes like nothing. Like it doesn't taste good at all. Like well, it doesn't taste bad, but it just tastes like nothing. But you put all the different foods in there, like onions and mushrooms or spices, and then it picks up the flavor. And then it's so good. I put tofu by cutting it up. It's fun. It's really fun to cut actually, because it's very sort of soft but firm kind of thing. And I cut it into all these little cubes, and I just throw them into my soups, into my stews, or just sprinkle them on my meal and just mix it all in with the rice and everything else.
I'll give it a go one day.
Yeah, definitely give it a go. But I want you to go here on TikTok at the top, and I want you to look up vegan tofu recipes after you hang up, okay?
Yeah, I will if I remember.
Vegan tofu recipe. I want everybody to remember just at the top. And then you'll, so many of them. Your mouth will start to water watching how delicious they are. You can fry tofu. You can put it in an air fryer. You can cut it into thin slices and put it in a sandwich. So many delicious different ways to eat tofu. So, all right.
Interesting.
All right, so just before we go, let's make sure that you understand why you should be completely vegan, okay? So did you see me hold this before?
I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out. I was on another app.
But okay, so here, look, the dairy industry, can you please read what it says here? Why you should stop drinking cow's milk.
The dairy industry rapes mothers' cows.
Okay,
kidnaps
let's
their
stop
babies.
right there for a second. Did you know that?
Sorta.
Right, so what they do is they take the males, the bulls, they tie them up, they rub them inappropriately until their sperm comes out. That's sexual assault. That's animal abuse. That's bestiality.
Is it? When I was younger, my mum made me milk a cow. But
It's
like,
not
that's when I was
milking a cow.
younger.
That's not milking a cow. I said a bull. This is touching the bull's penis to take the sperm. Do you understand the difference? Did your mum make you do that?
Not that I can remember.
Okay, so this is what happens. They tie them up and they do that. Then they take the female, the cow, they lift up her tail after she's tied, and they put a glove onto their arm that is this big, and they insert the sperm into the female. That is called rape. It is sexual assault, and it's very cruel. Do you know how long cows are pregnant for?
9 months like a human?
Yeah. Great guess, you're right. And so after that, what do they do in the dairy industry? When do they do to the baby boys? It says it right here.
I mean, the cow's just going to come out the fetus, so I don't think they're going to do anything straight away.
Okay, are you able to read the card?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so you're going to read the card. After they rape the mother cows, what's the second thing they do?
Kidnaps their babies.
Right, they kidnap the babies, which is extremely cruel and actually not something to sing about. So I'm going to keep reading the rest of the card. After the mother cows are raped, the dairy industry they kidnap the baby boys. The reason they do that is because they will never be able to grow up to produce milk. That's why they do that. It's very sad. And after that, they steal the milk that belonged to the baby. It's really heartbreaking. Thank you, everyone, for all of your comments here. Somebody who just came in here and just wrote that you eat chicken, I'm going to ban you forever. You're banned for life. Because this is a place, think of the comment section as being like a chalkboard in the classroom. It's fine if you want to write things, but they should be helping out to deliver the vegan message. Not talking about how you are cruel to animals, but how you are kind to animals. So anybody who is here, make sure that you write down positive things like that you are vegan and that you are trying to save animals. Okay? Next, after that, it says here that the dairy industry steals the milk and repeats the cycle over and over because people keep buying milk, cheese, yogurt, and ice cream. And you should be drinking cow's milk. Never. You should be drinking soy milk always. All right, put that back up here. Thank you to the people who are being kind in the comments. Thank you very much. Remember that if you want to contact me, putting a super chat at the bottom of the screens where I see it is much easier because the comments go so fast. I have a very hard time reading them. When I see there's so many comments that are actually blocked out by YouTube because they are cruel, I do see a lot of hearts. That's great. If you would like to promote something vegan, you can feel free to do that too in a super chat. Even your own channel. So if you're vegan here and you're watching and you want to put a super chat in and you say, hey, I'm Earthling Ed, follow me. Or hey, I'm Joey Carbstrong, follow me. Or hey, I'm whoever. There's another channel called Mel and Steve. Let us know that you are here and I will help to draw attention to your channels. All right? Let's go to the next person. Thank you, Michael, for the little roses that you put on the screen before. And somebody put a cute little tofu. That was great, too. Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to our live stream. Do you know how to read?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're right now reading questions about accidental harvesting deaths. All right, can you read this?
Questions about accidental harvesting deaths. My teacher, Miss Olivia, says that all kinds of animals die during the harvesting of, saying for my tofu. What should I tell her? Tell her that 77% of soy is grown to feed animals like cow, pigs, chickens, and turkeys, not humans. If your teacher really cares about animals, she should be vegan.
Okay, so I would say you did a pretty good job reading that. What I would suggest to you is whenever you see a number or you see an adjective, you can emphasize that in your reading to make sure that people will hear it better. Okay?
Yeah.
Just so that your voice is not so schmurnered. A schmurnered voice, that's a word that we invented as kids. It's like a flat, sort of something with no affect. Just one moment, please. Let me just show this over here to the people on YouTube. So this is a question that came in. My teacher, Miss Olivia, says all kinds of animals die during harvesting of soy for my tofu. So this person is saying that it's just this other person's tofu. It isn't. Lots of people eat tofu, not just vegans. What should I tell her? The answer is you tell her that 77% of soy, which is used to make tofu, goes to grow feed. Excuse me. Sorry, I got distracted. There was a dancing dog here on the screen. Thank you for the little puppy with the farts that look like hearts. Thank you. So you tell her that 77% of soy is grown to feed animals like cows, pigs, chickens, and turkeys. Not who? Do you remember? You read the card.
Not humans.
Right. Not humans, right? Okay, so can you remember what percentage of the soy is fed to the animals?
77%.
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
Yeah.
Right. If your teacher really cares about animals, she should be vegan. She should be vegan and she should stop filtering the soy and the corn through the animals and just eat these products herself first, which is much more efficient. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would you like to look at our vegan flag? This is our freedom flag. We have not yet done the color white. Can you think of some vegan foods that are white?
Is tofu white?
It is. Tofu is white. Also, when you think of pepper on the table, what else do you think of that goes with pepper?
Salt.
Yeah, salt is also white. I'll go next. Cauliflower is white. Cauliflower. Can you think of something that people eat a lot and they're brown on the outside but white on the inside? Starts with the letter P.
Potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Good. All right, so we have all different colors of vegan foods here, represented by this freedom flag. All right, do you have a question for me or do you want to teach the class something?
I have a question.
All right, what is it?
My family's prone to anemia, so what would happen if, I don't know, how do you get your iron if you don't eat meat?
All right, so the way that you can get iron is every day your family should make a vegan smoothie, a green smoothie. You take a blender and you pack it with spinach, a lot of spinach. Then you can add a little bit of soy milk to that, a tablespoon of flax seeds to make it a little bit thick. Thanks a lot, guys, for all the decorations, all the little dancing fruit coming in here. Thank you so much. I'm sorry if I'm not saying thank you to every single decoration, but I'm just trying to keep my thoughts here. So, and what you do is there's iron in spinach, and iron can be absorbed better if you have some citrus fruit in there. So make sure you put some fruit inside of that, blend it up, drink that every morning. And, I used to be anemic too, even before becoming vegan. But once I was vegan and I learned how to eat properly, it was fine. And remember, you can always take a supplement if you need to, a little iron pill. Okay?
Yeah.
Ready to go?
Yeah, bye.
Okay. Bye, sweetie. Thank you so much for reading properly, and thank you very much for that great question. Guys, let's double tap on the screen, and thank you to Kevin for the little thumbs up. Kayla, sorry, and Kevin for, what did you put on it? What is that? What is that you put on there? I couldn't see what that was, like a plate of some sort of food. Looked like beans or something. All right, are you guys over here on YouTube? I see that the conversation is going crazy here. A lot of you guys are writing things. Some people want to be put in timeout here. Some people want to be banned forever. So remember, guys, that if you want to keep on talking in the chat here, it's like a chalkboard. Write things that are helpful. Otherwise, you're going to be banned, and that's no fun because then you won't be able to write anything that anyone can see. Only you can see it. All right, somebody decided to write Allah here. Now, if you write Allah, it's not something that I will ban you for, but why don't you put it in a sentence like Allah would want you to be vegan? Allah would want you to be kind, right? Okay, and so let's see though. Somebody here, Jasper, wrote that Jasper wants me to shut up, so I'm going to ban Jasper for life. Jasper, if you want me to be quiet, why don't you just leave? Right? You're clearly not smart enough to follow the class. You don't have a big enough heart to understand that we're here to protect animals. By the way, you're an animal too, Jasper. If you were in trouble, we would protect you as well. But since you're too stupid to be here at the moment, that's fine. I just banned you for life. You will never be able to communicate with me or anyone else in the chat ever again. You'll be writing your comments over and over, but nobody will ever read them. So consider that a warning for the rest of you. You can type all you want, but if nobody sees it, it's kind of a waste of time. Write something helpful. Like this person just wrote that they're vegan, okay? Who is this? Tanya. Tanya, that's awesome. Tanya, I got a job for you here on YouTube. I want you to write, eat tofu. And then after you have it in your mouth, copy and paste it, and just spam the heck out of it as much times as you want. Eat tofu, all right? Who else wants a job? Let me see. Somebody else here would like a job. I'm going to give you a job too. All right, Grace has a job. She says she's vegan. Hey, thanks for the puppy with the farts that look like hearts. TikTok. Oh, thank you guys for all the people who are sharing on TikTok, by the way. Thank you, Michael, for sharing. Thank you, Derek, for sharing. Guys, if you want to share on the live stream, that's very helpful to the animals. Okay, a job for you guys. Grace, your job is to spam eat lentils. All right, over and over. Just copy, paste, boom, 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 as much as you want. All right, who else wants a job? Let's see. Somebody says that they love, Somebody says that they love me. Let's see, who else wants a job? Let me see. Oh my goodness, I'm pressing all these buttons and you guys are shrinking. Let's see. Who wants a job? Okay, we have Alex. Alex says Alex is vegan. Alex, your job is going to be to spam eat chickpeas, not chickens. Okay, write that out. Eat chickpeas, not chickens. And then copy it and paste it and just freaking spam the heck out of that. Who else wants a job here? And this is your job every time, every single live, okay? Not just now. Who else wants a job? Let's see. Daisy wrote, I eat tofu. Cool. Okay, Annie and Lowell or something wrote, I'm vegan. Go, Annie. Your job is going to be to write, let's see, what could you write? You could write, eat figs, not fish. Okay? Eat figs, not fish. If you want to, or just write, don't eat fish. Okay? Just eat figs. Who else wants one? I got another one. Eat dates, not dogs. Who on YouTube wants to write that one? Eat dates, not dogs. YouTube. Oh, somebody wants to be banned here. You see somebody just wrote eat chickens. So you're banned for life. Just like that. I tap on your thing. It says hide user from channel. You're gone. You're still seeing me. Hi. But you can never ever have a comment that anyone will ever read again unless you start your own brand new YouTube channel. All right, TikTok over here. I'm so sorry that I wasn't paying attention to you. We're on to Kevin now.
Hi.
Hi, Kevin. We're looking at this series here called Questions About...
I just had a big arch burger from McDonald's. It was the best thing I've ever
Is that
had.
the vegan one? I know there's a vegan burger at McDonald's. I think it's called... Oh, no, I'm thinking Archway. Archway is a vegan restaurant in Montreal, actually. Archway. Yeah, I've been there many times. Yeah. Oh, but thanks for coming in. You know, I'm sorry I lost you. I'm sure you're probably a good reader. Let's go to the next person. So we're looking here. Questions about access. Pardon me?
It's blurry. I can't see.
You can't see. Oh, okay. Sorry. Try again. Let's go to the next person. This is Cece. All right. So Cece. Hello, Cece.
Hiya. How are you?
Hello. Can you please read this card? We are teaching a class here.
Of course. Questions about accidental harvesting deaths. Question 288. Is it true that many animals can run away when big tractors come to harvest their fields? Answer. Yes. Animals like deer, foxes and coyotes and birds can all run away so they don't get hurt.
All right, very good. And what do you see is that the little girl's holding a sign. Can you see what it says?
Be braver, be vegan.
Right. Be braver, be vegan. Why do you think that I say that you should be braver?
Because it takes courage to make a big step from eating meat. And, you know, for me, I became a vegan like literally last month. And it took a huge strength for me.
Guys, double tap on the screen. She became vegan last month. That's worth going all the way up to 42,000 likes. Keep going, guys. You guys are
Keep
amazing.
going, guys. Double tap screen for
you guys,
the
when you
vegan
start
teacher.
clicking on the live, it's great. You start double tapping, it's great. Thank you,
Awesome.
Cece, very much for being here and for saying that.
No problem.
Yeah, so I guess you no longer eat any lambs, is that correct?
No, I don't eat any vegan. No, so I don't eat any meat products or even like eggs, dairy. I've cut that all. I instead of drinking whole milk, I just drink like almond milk or soy milk on my coffee.
So no more cow's milk, right?
No more cow's milk, and even I've cut down ice cream as well, and I've had a huge issue with weight, and I've actually seen my weight fluctuate, and I've gone very healthy, and I can see a huge difference in my energy levels as well.
Oh, that's so good. Wonderful. So yeah, you can be healthy as a vegan. Some people are not if all they do is drink beer and eat chips or drink Coke. You know, it's very important that we eat a wide variety of healthy veggies, fruits, nuts, and seeds. For example, it's good to eat every day some cruciferous vegetables. Do you know what cruciferous vegetables are?
Is it like spinach and kale? Is that?
Actually, spinach is not part of it, but that's a very good one though. Yeah, but it's actually not in that family. But yeah, you should have spinach also. Can you read this here? It says cruciferous veggies. Can you say that?
Cruciferous veggies.
All right, you guys over here on YouTube. Cruciferous. Let's try and say it everybody together, okay? Cruciferous as 4 syllables. Cruciferous.
Cruciferous.
Good. So cruciferous veggies, according to nutritionfacts.org, cruciferous vegetables have sulforaphane, which can prevent DNA damage and many types of cancers. All right, so guys, it's important. I'll give you 3 examples just from the pictures here. We've got broccoli, kale, and cauliflower. Can you guys see that on TikTok? Broccoli, kale, and cauliflower. And of course, there's a whole bunch more. Can you read the rest?
Okay, do you want me to read that?
Yeah.
Okay, according to I can't see that, it's a bit blurry.
Yeah. Okay,
going to the
I'll
next-
flip it around for you, okay? Just 1 second, please. I have a way to flip the screen around for you so you'll be able to read it a little bit better. Here we go.
So, cruciferous veggies. According to nutritionfact.org, cruciferous vegetables have sulfuric. How do you say it?
Sulforaphane.
Sulforaphane, which can prevent DNA damage and many types of cancer. Less than a single serving a day of cruciferous may cut the risk of cancer progression by more than half. Examples of cruciferous veggies are broccoli, cauliflower, kale.
Okay, let's stop. Let's say them much slower. Because
Okay.
remember, people have to, you're a teaching assistant. So what they have to do is they have to get the message, you're bringing it out of the air, you're bringing it all over the globe. And in order for that to be remembered by anyone, they have to take a mental picture of it. So when you say broccoli, you can't just go to cauliflower right away. You could say broccoli and let them picture it in their head. Okay, what does broccoli look like? Well, it's green and it sort of looks like a tree. Okay, and then you say, next one, what do you see?
Cauliflower.
Cauliflower. So just wait for a sec. Let people paint that picture, all right? So now they're thinking, oh, I'm in the grocery store. Okay, cauliflower and broccoli. They're sort of picturing them, right? What's the next one on the list? That's a cruciferous vegetable?
Kale.
Kale. Very good. And kale is like these big leaves. Next one.
Brussels sprouts.
And Brussels sprouts are so cute. They're just like these little sort of like cabbages. And the next one is?
Cabbage.
Yeah. All right, keep going on the list.
Arugula.
Bok choy.
Radishes.
And last one is red and white on the inside. Starts with the letter T.
Turnips.
Turnips. There we go. All right,
Yay.
so yeah, see, you did a really good job. You're going to be a great teacher. Well, you are already a great teaching assistant.
Thank you so much.
So those of you on YouTube who are watching, remember that, oh, I have to ban somebody here who wrote eat animals. Okay, you're banned for life. Too bad. I'll never be able to talk to you or see your comments ever again. Guys, you can spam all kinds of things on this chat as long as it is helpful to the animals. Okay? Thank you. Jan wrote, plants also live. Yes. Yes, they do. Plants live. But plants are not sentient. Cece, do you know what sentient means?
No, please teach me.
All right. So plants are not sentient. That means they don't have a subjective experience of life, which means that they don't see or feel. They don't like hear, see, feel anything. Plants are living. They're able to grow with the sunshine and with the water. But cutting a carrot in half is not the same as cutting a cat in half or a cow. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So what does sentient mean? Cece, do you remember? Cece, we lost you for a second. Okay, I'll tell you. Sentient means that you have a subjective experience of life. So you have like a preference, like a cow might have a preference to walk left or right. A cow would want to play, a cow wants to sleep, a chicken wants to open their wings and not, or not sometimes, take care of all their little babies under their wings, right? They're sentient. They have preferences. They have a subjective experience of life. All right, guys, everybody knows now? So yeah, they are alive. But we shouldn't be eating them or wearing them or hurting them. The animals, I mean. Okay, let's go to the next person. Oop, there we go. Every day's a new day. Hi. To learn, to discover your empathy. Every day's a new day to learn and to be vegan with me. Thank you for coming into my live stream. Would you like to
You're
read?
welcome.
Would you like to read a card?
Yes.
Okay, so you are the teaching assistant. These cards are about a series called Questions About Accidental Harvesting Deaths. Okay, here you go. You are now a teaching assistant. Read the card.
How far above the ground do the blades cut when crops are harvested? For grains like wheat, rice, or soy, they cut about 4 to 8 inches above the ground.
Okay,
That's 10 to 20 centimeters to leave the roots and lower stem intact while collecting the useful parts of the plants.
right. Okay, so 10 to 20 centimeters. Let me get my ruler and show you. Okay, so when the big trucks come across the fields and they're cutting the plants, 10 centimeters is about from here to here. Let me just find if it's better, easier to show you guys a different way. No, this is the best way. This is 10 centimeters, 10 to 20 centimeters, okay? So when the trucks come, they're taking all the top parts of the plants, so the little animals underneath have a chance to be safe. They can also run away when they hear the tractors coming. And the idea is that we want to prevent as many deaths during harvesting as possible. But in a vegan world, we would have vertical farming, where we would use our different greenhouses to grow the plants up as much as we could, because of course the idea is we want to harm as few animals as possible. Thanks for reading the card.
I have a question.
Sure.
Why do you want to do vertical farming? Why isn't that just going to be bad for the animals on the ground?
No, it would be better to have vertical farming because it takes less space, because that would be growing them in a way upward. So in sort of greenhouses where they have this kind of wiring and weight, like have you ever seen peas growing and they put them on these things, they go up, or you can have shelving with different pots and so on to go up and to use less actual land.
What would the rats eat if there wasn't any farming on the land?
Well, there will still be some farming all over the place. It's just that when we produce corn, for example, which is very tall, they don't take out the whole plant. They'll leave the roots down there so that the plant can regrow. Thank you for this. Thank you very much for the super chat over here on YouTube. Thank you to the person who wrote, "Animals are here for us to protect." Very nice. I'm so glad you were vegan fantastic and not vegan phobic. That's good. Animals are here for us to protect, just like children. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. All right, so now we are on one more question here. Did you want to say anything else?
Yes, the rats wouldn't have anything to eat if we're not farming on.
The rats have the entire planet that they can run around on. And the less that we grow crops for the animals, like the cows and the pigs and the chickens and so on, the more we will have foods for us directly. So do you eat meat right now?
Currently, yes.
Right. So every time that you eat meat, and let's say you're eating a cow, where do you think the cow got the food from?
The farming of the wheats and grasses on the ground.
The farming of the soy and the corn. That's right. So, and of course, you know about calories, right? That when a cow has to grow from just a baby to be very big enough for slaughter weight, as they say, a lot of calories goes into that cow, right?
Yes.
Right. And a lot of those calories are burned by the cow because the cow had to grow. Every day the cow produces poo and pee, which means they're burning calories. Every time the cow walks around, the cow is burning calories. So it's much more efficient for us to eat the crops directly than to filter them through the animals first. So if you care about the little rats in the field or any other animals, the most important thing for you to do is to be vegan, and you can start right now. Thank you so much for your questions. We have one more in this series. This is a series and it is called Questions About Accidental Harvesting Deaths. Let's go to the next person. Oh, wait, before you come in, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been subscribing to my account. Hi, Wes.
Hello.
Can you wait one
Hi,
sec?
how are you?
Good. Can you
yeah.
just wait one sec? I want to read because I just noticed a whole pile of people have been subscribing. Like we've got Michael here who's subscribed. Thanks for subscribing. Nonchalant subscribed. Jaden subscribed. Rue liked the live. Thank you. Thank you also to number 29 who just followed the live stream. Eva followed. Thank you, Tom, for just joining us here. You guys are awesome. Thank you, B, for liking the live. Thank you, Lewis, for liking the live. Thank you to Rise also. And Alex. Aw, thank you to the person who said that they love me so much. Very kind of you. Hi, Mirabelle. Thank you also for being here. And Mason shared the live. It's awesome. Thanks a lot for that. All right. So do you have it? Are you ready to read a card?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a series called Questions About Accidental Harvesting Deaths, question number 290. Here you go. You're the teacher.
How do vegans feel about accidental harvesting accidents? Terrible, and that's the difference between vegans.
Hold on. There's an exclamation point, okay? So it says, how do vegans feel about accidental harvesting deaths? Terrible. Pause. We feel terrible about it, okay? Try again.
Oh, okay.
Try again.
Terrible. And that's the difference between vegans and meat eaters. Vegans strive to do the last harm possible by encouraging...
No, not the last harm. The least harm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so if you're reading a word and you're thinking to yourself, this sentence doesn't make sense, maybe it's because you said the thing wrong, okay? Could also be happening to you when you're reading quietly to yourself. Like if you're reading the sentence and you don't put the exclamation in your mind when you're reading it, or you pronounce something wrong, you'll be like, well, that didn't make any sense. But so it's really important that you read a little bit slower, okay?
Okay, so where am I up to? I'm up to...
And that's the difference between vegans and meat eaters. Vegans strive
to do the last harm possible.
Nope, we went over this already. It's not the last harm. It is the least harm.
Oh, okay.
We just went over it twice now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Try again.
Vegans strive to do the least harm possible by encouraging practices like vertical farming and by teaching compassion, while meat eaters never think of anyone but themselves.
All right. You did a much better job that time. This is like a door now. Whoop, hi. Now you get to come in and chat with me. If there's anything you'd like to ask or say, can you think of some vegan foods?
How do we get protein without meat?
Well, plants have protein, they really, really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really, really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you. Boop, boop.
Oh.
Plants have protein. How do you think the elephants get so big?
I know this like that naturally.
What are they eating? Are they eating burgers from McDonald's, the elephants?
Obviously not.
No, what are they eating? Plants. How do elephants get so big just by eating plants? Because plants have protein, they really, really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really, really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you.
Well, what do cats eat then? What are cats supposed to eat?
Well, cats can actually eat vegan kibble, just like dogs can. This is vegan kibble. This is what my dog has been eating now since August 2017. Look, she eats a cup a day at night and 2 cups a day, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. Vegan kibble.
Well, but like, what if they can't chew that? What if the cats can't chew that?
Of course they can. Just put some water on it, silly. It just goes soggy. Haven't you ever had soggy cereal? It's like, look, it looks like Cheerios, right? Tastes like not much. My dog loves it though. If I say it's time to eat, she's like, oh yeah. When we first gave it to her, she was like, oh, what's this? Because, they're used to a certain taste, and then she got used to it. But she absolutely loves it. And it has all the vitamins and protein that she needs. No need to pay for murder.
So your dog's only eating that much of that food?
No, I said 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup at night.
Is your dog, like, really skinny?
No. In fact, she's slightly overweight because my mother-in-law sometimes gets hold of the food and feeds her. She's forgetful, so she gives her food and she shouldn't.
So you're telling me you've never ate a steak?
I never said that. Why are you saying that? Why are you lying?
I'm not lying, I'm just saying.
Well, I never told you that. How can you rephrase that so it's a true statement?
Oh, well, actually, no, that was my bad, actually. But have you eaten a steak before?
Yes, I have. I've eaten all kinds of animals. I've eaten a steak. I feel bad about all the animals I ate. Chickens, pigs. I used to eat bacon. I had pepperoni on pizza. Now, just the thought of it makes me so sad. The only thing I regret about being vegan is not being vegan sooner.
Well, it would have made you sad, but, like, how good did it taste?
It's irrelevant. Because the animal's life is not worth more than just the animal's life is worth more than my taste pleasure. I mean, these poor little animals, they never did a single thing wrong to us ever. Pigs are killed in gas chambers the same way that the Nazis murdered the Jews at just 6 months old. And they can live up to be like 15 years old. They're just they're just children when we kill them. Also, did you know in the industry that when the babies are born, they take them and they take the boys, they hold them tight like this, they take a knife and they cut out their testicles while they're awake and feeling it.
God.
Yeah, you pay for that. Every time you're eating bacon, you're paying for this cycle of violence. Then they also cut off their tails. They just cut them off. They do horrible, horrible things to them because they're going to keep them all crammed together. They never get to see the sky. It's really sad, Wes. They don't get to see the sky. They never see the sun. They don't get to play. People don't realize this. That's why I'm on live stream every single day to remind people that they should be skipping the meat. Skip the meat.
Well, what do pigs really do for the world, other than meat?
They do nothing. That's why we should not be breeding them into existence. Do you know that every pig that you eat their mother was raped and forced to be pregnant? Same as all the cows. Are you against rape?
Yeah, obviously.
Right. Okay, so then you are going to be vegan. That's amazing. I'm really, really happy that I got to meet you. You should absolutely I'm so happy that you decided to be vegan. Since you're against rape, that's amazing. Good job. Guys, this has been an amazing live stream. Thank you everyone for participating, for being so kind to me and also to the animals. Oh, we have another person here who wants to be. Oh, wait, what's this? Annie writes, watch the documentaries, Dominion, Earthlings, Pignorant, Lamb. My goodness, Annie, this is such a great comment. Wow. I'm going to pin your message. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate you very much. Guys, I'm going to just play a song right now that you guys are going to listen to. And, well, no, you know what? I think it's actually long enough now. The live stream has been going on for 53 minutes, and we had one before, too. So I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to have some lunch over here in Italy. It's 12:30. Thanks, everyone, for coming in. Thank you, TikTok. I'll see you guys again probably in about an hour or so. I'll come back, or maybe 2 hours, okay? Thanks, TikTok. And you guys on YouTube, thank you also for coming. And I'll see you guys, too, all right? Don't forget to press the notification bell so you won't miss the next live stream. See you in an hour or two. Bye.